Hello, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be seeing how to migrate a WordPress website from a subdomain from one host to a domain name in a different host. With me here, I have a WordPress website running on a subdomain. This is what we have, and this has been hosted in one of the cPanels here. Right, and the goal is to migrate what you're seeing here to another domain. As you can see, for now the domain doesn't have a website, so we want to have a duplicate, or to just move everything that is here to this domain name. And remember, this subdomain and this domain are not on the same cPanel, so there will be migration of data from one cPanel to the other. Right, so all that you need to do is, one, you need to be aware of the website files that exist and the database of that website as well. So what we need to do for now is we want to fetch the website files for this subdomain, and we are going to compress that and move them or migrate them to the cPanel here. Or in the primary cPanel, what we need to do is that we need to navigate to File Manager. So once you log into the cPanel, just search for File Manager here. So the next thing is to navigate to the folder which has these website files. So my website files are in this particular folder here. All right, so once you get to this location, all you need to do is to select everything and click on compress. Then in here you can give your archive a name. So I'm going to give it part of this name here. And if you give it a custom name, ensure to have .zip at the end. All right, then just give it some time to complete compressing that data. Within some few seconds or minutes, depending with the size of the files, our archive has been created, and this is what we have. So the next thing that we need to identify is the database for this website. Remember, what we just compressed are website files, and we know that we have a database that is behind what we are seeing here. All right, so what we need to do is that we need to inspect this particular file. We have this particular file called wp-config. So this is the file that we need to inspect. So I'll just view for now. If I scroll down, there is this section here. So this section, I'm able to see the database name, the user, and the password. And of course, we have the host here. So the host, being localhost, simply tells us that the database is being hosted in the same cPanel as the website. All right, so there is a name I need to take note of. Right, once I do that, I need to navigate to phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin, which you are going to use to export the database. Remember, what we want is to have a copy of this database migrated to the new cPanel that we want to use. So let me do that. So there is the database in question. Let me click on that plus. I should select the database here so that it gets loaded in this interface here. There are these options that we have here, and what we are interested in at the moment is this option, export, because we want to export this database. Right, so once we check on that option, we just click on export button, leaving everything else as default. So click on export. Right, as you note, our database has started being downloaded here. So let's give it time, and actually within some few seconds we have our database here. All right, so once we create an archive of the website files and we have a copy of the database, it's now time to move them to the new cPanel. So we have this database locally. We will be uploading this on our new cPanel. Right, so for the website files, all you need to do is to click on this option here, and there is this option here, download. So click on this and give it time to complete. So in my case, I had already downloaded this so that we are able to save time during the illustration of this video. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is once the download has been completed, all we need to do is to navigate to the new cPanel. If it brings me back to this home page, just need to check for file manager, and this is where I am. So if your new website is on the primary domain, then the root folder is usually public HTML. So basically this is the root folder for this domain name. Alternatively, if you are uploading these on an add-on domain or a subdomain, then identify the root folder for that particular domain name or subdomain. So the next thing, after I navigate to the root folder, I just need to click on upload, and in here I should select the archive that I downloaded from this section. So I should upload this. So this is what I should upload, and assuming that it has already been downloaded to our local machine. So let me just show you a demonstration. Just click on select file, navigate to downloads. If at all this is the file, just click on it and press open. Then give it time to complete. So once that has been completed, you'll see the counter here turning green, after which you just click on go back. Right, so in my case, I'll be moving this file to the public HTML. All right, so basically this is the archive that we have here. So once you have uploaded your archive file successfully, all you need to do is to click here, then right click and extract files. Right, after some few seconds, we have the extracted files and folders. So mine appears in a similar subdomain. So the goal is to make sure that these files are in the root folder. So for now they are within another folder, but that is not what we want. We want to have them in the root folder, right, which is the public_HTML. So just double click that, select everything, move, and ensure you are moving them to the public_HTML. All right, so this is what we have. If we reload our website, let's see. All right, so we see that there is an error establishing a database connection, but remember, we do not have a database yet for this particular website. Our database is currently in our local machine. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is to create a database for this particular website, then import what we have here. All right, so let us talk of MySQL, MySQL database, there is an option of OK. All right, so we have database wizard. This is what we are going to use. Then back to this file, we need to edit wp-config.php. Edit this, and we will be editing the database name, user, and the password. We are not going to edit the DB host. All right, so for the database name, we need to, let me copy part of this name. All right, so all we need to do is to give our database a name. That is what we have. Then press on next step button. Then I need to use that as the database username as well. So before we proceed, let me just copy this. I need to replace that here in the database name. I also need to do that in the database user. Then in here, we need to use to generate a password. Alternatively, you can set your preferred password. So in my case, I will generate one. I need to confirm that I copy, confirm that, then use password. So we have the password autofilled there. Then come back here, select what we have, and have the new password there. Once that is complete, then you can confirm create user. All right, once you do that, just click on all privileges, give that user all the required privileges, and click on make changes. Perfect. So once you do that, you are sure that a database and a user has been created, and this user has been given the necessary privileges on that database. Right, so just ensure to save the new changes here. Once you do, then back to your domain, reload. All right, and we see we have what we see on the screen. So let us try to set everything up. Right, so just click on continue, and in the rook of things, we are to give this site a name, username, and all that, but we know already had an existing website. So we are not going to fill in the information here that is being required here. We are getting this because it's the first time this domain is working with the database that we have created. So what we need to do, instead of filling this information, is to import the database that we had exported. All right, so this is what we need to do. We need to navigate to php myadmin. Then we have this. So basically, this is our database. This is our database. Remember, this is the database that we created here. So what we need to do, we need to click on import, right? So we previously used this option, but for now we are going to use this option here. All right, so we have this view here that we are supposed to use to import our database. So let me just click on choose file. Should be in the downloads. Then we have this database here, then click open. Once you do that, everything else should be set as default. Then click on import. Then give it time to complete that operation. All right, and within some few seconds or a minute, we see that the import has been completed successfully. So at this stage, let us just go back here, try to reload and see. And just reload here and see what you have. All right, and we see that we get a confirmation that WordPress is already installed. Right, so let me go back to the home page, click on that. Right, so if you noted, is that we were redirected to the original URL. Right? So let's see how to work this one out. So just copy this domain, and in phpMyAdmin, under this database, we need to make some adjustments. So we have a table by the name WP options. This is it. So just click on that. So we need to make some adjustments. So in here we see that it is still reflects the original URL. So we will be editing this. Click on that. Then in here we need to replace that with our new URL. Once you update that, just click on go. Right, that has been updated. Then the same thing we need to apply to the home page. Click on edit, then replace that here. Scroll down, click on go. Right, once we do that, let's go back to our domain name. Let me press enter. Right, we still get that. So let me try to access that from a new incognito window. All right, and we see that it's working. So probably this is an issue with browser cache. Okay, all right. So for now, maybe I can okay, let me try to log into the admin of that domain. So for now, we can navigate to WordPress Manager by Softaculous. We have this option here. Alternatively, you can search for Softaculous here. We have WordPress Manager by Softaculous. So let's work with that option. Right. So for now, we are not able to view our web application here. Remember, Softaculous helps us manage WordPress website very easily. We need to be in a position to view our WordPress web applications under this dashboard. So just click on scan and start scanning. Right, and we see that we have our website indicated there. Let's return, and we see that there is what we updated here. We have HTTPS, but Softaculous has HTTP. Right, so we need to update that. As well. So we have website URL, so there is what we have. So we'll be adding an S there. Once we do that, just click on save. All right, so let us rescan again. Let's ensure that everything is working as expected. Okay, all right, so with that in place, just click on login. All right, and we see that we are now in the admin dashboard of our website. All right, so the next thing we need to do is to ensure that all the URLs that we had are replaced with this new domain name. Remember, we have CSS files, we have JavaScript files, we also have image files that may be fetching from the old URL, right? So we want to ensure that we have updated our database to reflect this new URL. So the simplest way of doing that, just need to move to plugins. Then add new plugin. So we have a plugin that will assist us in replacing all the URLs. So for now, we may not be able to see our website with issues, but probably if this website was to be removed from the old domain, then we may face an issue with some of these files not working. All right, so the thing we need to do is to search for a plugin called Better Search and Replace. Just need to type in replace there, and I get this, so just click on install now. Once installed, activate. Once activated, we need to locate the location of this plugin. Alright, so under tools, we can see we have that option here, better search, replace. So click on that. Alright, so in here, we want to search for the old URL and replace all occurrences with the new URL. So in here, we need to have that. So what we are searching is HTTPS, that domain. Then we want to search for what we have here. All right, so once you do that, ensure to search for the right thing here and replace with the correct domain. Once you do that, just come down here. Remember, we do not want to run a dry run, because a dry run will just check without updating. So we want to make sure that we update all those occurrences. So once we uncheck that, just click on run search and replace. So once that is done, I believe our website is now in good shape and ready to receive the new updates while in the new host. So very quickly, let me just confirm that's what we have. All right, so if you try to do that, then we have an error 44. Very quickly, we need to do some adjustments. So in the settings, there is this option of Permalinks. Just click on that. Then just confirm that the selected option here is post name. Once you confirm that, click on save. Come back, reload, and that should work as expected. Once we are done with replacing all the URLs, we can just click on deactivate. And delete it. Alright, that's it. That's how to simply migrate your WordPress website from one domain to another. Alright, that's it for now. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you and goodbye.